iPhone 5S iOS 10.3.2 versus iPhone 5S iOS 11 coming up right now. Let's go. So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology, and welcome to the iPhone 5S iOS 10.3.2 versus iPhone 5S iOS 11. And all I'm going to do here simply is show you the differences in speed and talk about a little bit of the stability issues going on with iOS 11. This is for those of you out there who got an iPhone 5S iOS 10.3.2 and you're asking me, Nick, should I update it? I've been getting this question about 1,000 times already, and I said I'd keep supporting this old boy until it's dead. So let's go ahead and start these up in 3, 2, let's go. And I can tell you right now that iOS 11 actually seems to perform okay on the 5S, but here and there it does have some chop. So definitely not recommended right now, but let's go ahead and see the real world differences between them. So these are going to take a little bit of time to boot up, so be aware of that. And we also have a major iOS 11 speed test between multiple phones coming tomorrow on the channel, so you might want to stick around and remember that that's on its way here. But we're closing in on about 35 seconds so far between both of these iPhones. Remember, 10.3.2 on this guy right here, iOS 11 on this guy right here on the black. So both incredibly long here. I might speed the video up right here just because it's taking a little bit of time here. And you can see right there that the iPhone 5S on iOS 10.3.2 was faster to boot up than the iOS 11 5S. So definitely got slower in the boot up times. Alright guys, so you can see that I am on iOS 11 over here. On the 5S on this side, you can see the new control center here. Definitely iPhone iOS 10 here for the left on the 5S. So just going through the general pages, everything seems to run about the same on both 5Ss, but a little bit choppier as you've seen right there on the 5S for iOS 11. Going into the notification tray, see, it seems to be smooth here for iOS 11, but sometimes it just chops. So let's try the camera. See, there's a new camera here in the notifications tray where that wasn't present in the iPhone on iOS 10.3.2 here. So let's go ahead and run these application tests. You can see I'm going to close everything out here for this test. You can see the new app switcher is a little bit different here. Close that out there. And you can see the differences here. It does hold the home screen page on iOS 10. So let's go ahead and run the same apps here. 3, 2, and let's go to calendar. And you can see the calendar was faster there on the iPhone 5S iOS 10.3.2. Let's go to calculator. You can see 10.3.2. So this is just going to show you that definitely a more stable operating system for your 5S on 10.3.2. Let's go into weather. And yeah, 10.3.2 again. So this is exactly showing what I was expecting to see for iOS 10.3.2 on the iPhone 5S. Going into Amazon, you can see Amazon is also ready to go first on the iOS. Look, which one is it gonna be? Which one is it gonna be? Okay, it's 10.3.2 again. Let's go into eBay. And you can see eBay is ready to go first for the iPhone 10.3.2. So good stuff there, 5S 10.3.2. Let's go into YouTube on both of these guys right here. And YouTube looks to be first on iOS 10.3.2 again. So if you guys were wondering about updating, you're seeing right here, this might not be ready for prime time yet for you. Going into Instagram, some people I know are still going to update to iOS 11. They don't care about the bugs. But you've seen finally iOS 11 looks like it gets a win, but then it doesn't because then the 10.3 caught up. Let's go into Temple Run here and see what happens on the Temple Runs. So it looks like there was a little delay there, or I missed it on the 10.3.2. So let me do that one more time here. Let's hit Temple Run here, and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. And it looks like the iPhone 5S, both of them looked about the same there, honestly, on Temple Run. Let's go into Jetpack Joyride here for both devices and see what happens here. Again, 10.3.2 is ahead. Can iOS 11 catch up, though? Let's see what happens. Nope, it's not happening here. So iOS 10.3.2 is just quicker so far. What about that new App Store versus the old App Store? Let's see what happens. If they got that, it'll be a little faster. Nope, still not faster. So overall, just a slower operating system altogether in iOS 11 at this point. It's not ready for public release, and that's why it's still a beta. It's just not ready to compete with the main official 10.3.2 right now, even though it looks pretty good here on camera. You've seen throughout this video, 10.3.2 is just taking iOS 11 to school when it comes to the speed department. Let's go ahead and test those cameras though. What about the camera? Do want to test the camera here on both because the camera is one of our favorite features on our iPhones. Let's go to camera, and you can see camera is ready to go first on iOS 11, so that's nice to see. What about this SD card here? Let's go ahead and take a picture, and let's just make sure they can both take a picture at the same time. Let's focus in. 3, 2, 1. Burst mode. You can see burst mode way better on iOS 10. So we got plenty of bugs to fix here on the iPhone 5S here for iOS 11. But that's pretty much gonna wrap it up here for me. This was just a short video, a short quick speed test to let you guys see some real world differences between 10.3.2 on the 5S and iOS 11. Like I said, we got a big showdown between iOS 11 devices coming tomorrow, so subscribe for that. Nick here helping you to master your technology. Like this video if you enjoyed it, share it if you loved it. Have a great day wherever you are. Be sure to be well, and peace.